Have you ever changed yourself in some way to make yourself look better or to fit in? Maybe you've used Photoshop or a filter when you've posted a photo on social media. I have found there are many, many ways that we change ourselves to fit into society. And research actually says we do that because humans have an innate tendency to conform, because we don't want to be seen as weird or different. Now, maybe you can identify with that, or maybe you can't, but I certainly can, and very briefly I'm going to tell you my story. Let me go back. All right, so I was born with a rare craniofacial syndrome, and as soon as I entered the world, I was told, Jenny, you are different, you do not fit in. So from the moment the world saw me, I was called names, pointed out and bullied. The second photo shows at the age of 9, I had full face reconstruction. I was the first child in Queensland to have this particular surgery. Afterwards, the world went, okay, your face is pretty good now. We'll leave you alone. You fit in, you conform. But with my syndrome, my face began to regress over time. And by the time I got to high school, the world was saying, no, Jenny, your face is too different now. You don't fit in. So, of course, the bullying started again. So at the age of 18, I had one more full face reconstruction. And I remember walking down the mall and no one stared at me. My face was swollen, my jaws were wired together, but no one looked. So by then, after that surgery, society said, okay, you conform, you fit in, we'll leave you alone. But society did not know that I was keeping another difference to myself. And that was when I was having my op when I was 9. There were complications and I lost a lot of sight. So basically I see out of one eye, but I only see out of a small part. Something similar to tunnel vision. Now, when I went back to school, I was supposed to wear glasses and have visual aids. But I said, no way. I'm already being teased for how I look. Why do you think I'm going to be different and have help for my vision? So I started faking it. I pretended that I could see. But as you could imagine, pretending you can see when you can't is very limiting. Now, after high school, I went on to become a teacher. So there were a few things that would happen. I even faked it the whole way through my teaching career because I didn't want the disability to be used against me. But like cars would pull up beside me and teachers would stop to give me a lift because I was walking. And I'd go and I'd open up the door, and on some occasions there wasn't a teacher in there. So you can imagine how embarrassing that was. I only went to 3 takeaways on my own. The ones I knew the menu of because I couldn't read the menu board. But I kept this up until last year. So it's been over 40 years I've been hiding my disability. So last year I got sick of it and I thought, I'm going to do something about this. Who cares if I stand out? And I went and I got, I call him, Seymour. Now, Seymour has been the best thing for me. He is my vision cane, and he helps me to see more of the world. So my question to you tonight is, are you hiding something? Are you stopping yourself from being your true self and from reaching your full potential? Now, very quickly, there are 3 ways you know whether you are being your true self. 1, you're accepting of your differences and your imperfections, and you are showing the world, all of you, the good, the bad, the ugly. You are aiming for inner beauty. You don't care so much about using filters and Photoshop. You're going to care more about being a good and kind person. And furthermore, you're going to step out with courage because that's what it takes to be different in our world that wants us to conform. So I'll leave with you my final quote. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Thank you.